The less than fortunate thing for non Americans living outside America, and by America I mean the USA, is that whenever America is doing something, you, on the other side of the world, cannot escape news of what they are doing. In recent times, my recommendation page on YouTube has become host to videos about the upcoming American election. And I catch myself thinking in terms of what's happening? What are they doing? How is this even possible? At the heart of my amazement, I think, is one of the main contenders for a win at the election is a person called Donald Trump, a person who has been demonstrated to hold zero fealty to honesty, a person who has been shown to lie in ways you would think was not humanly possible, a person who was shown to directly incite violence that befell a federal building of his own country and went on to equate that violence with peace. But I think even deeper than the anomaly that is Donald Trump in this situation is that all this is coming from America. America. That beacon of a country that most of us carry in our heads as the greatest country on earth. It turns out they are just like the rest of us. I mean, if you heard of people supporting a lying insurrectionist in another country, say Venezuela or Nigeria, you would think, okay, what did you expect? But for it to be coming from the USA, it just strikes as odd. Very, 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 very odd. I should say it used to strike as odd because we were subjected to this kind of misgivings in 2016. And as at then, there was something interesting about it. Would America really accept a lying fraudster into his highest office? Would the liar, I mean, how would the liar behave if he took office? And it turns out he would behave as you would expect. So nothing surprising there. But for America to decide to subject us to round two of this, whatever they are doing at the moment, I can't help but ask, what are they doing? What are you people doing? Many of them are holding up polls and saying the other contender, a person called Kamala Harris, is leading the polls. And then they present you with the polls, and she's leading by 2 points. One poll had her at 49%, while Donald Trump was at 47%. 47. How can it be that a person who to try to win a previous election called an election official to say, go and find me votes so I can win your state? How is it that that person has 47% of Americans willing to cast their votes to him in an upcoming election? And I use Americans in that question very precisely. Americans do not know the damage that Trump has done to America. And there is something to be said about the movement that Kamala Harris has begun to garner, right? But having Donald Trump as a contender in many ways tarnishes her run. It is supposed to be that competent Americans step forward and contend for the highest office of its land. But half of America has propped up who is glaringly her intellectual inferior. It is not only her Trump has tarnished. Like I alluded to before, he has tarnished the image of America, revealing it to be a place like everywhere else. And the thing about something that's like everything else is that it lacks the factor of being interesting. Watching the election unfold has been like watching this half grotesque, half fascinating thing. That thing that keeps your interest, not out of actually being interesting, but out of its absurdity.